Once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived a poor old man. This man had nothing in the world to look forward to, except his only son, who he loved with all his heart. To make his son happy, the poor old man bought a pony on his son's 15th birthday, with whatever meager savings he had. Excited beyond belief, his son went off for a ride on the pony, only to fall off and break his legs on the very first day. Now this poor old man, who had nothing in the world but his son, was devastated. He cursed God, cried, and couldn't believe his misfortune. Here he saved up all these years to buy his son this pony, and now it's the cause of his broken legs. The next day, however, things changed when the king's army came to take away all the young men of the village to the war, all but his son, since his legs were broken. Now the old man was ecstatic as he understood that the broken leg was actually a blessing from God. He thanked God profusely and prayed and asked forgiveness. That night, as the boy was playing inside their little hut they lived in, he accidentally put the house on fire and the whole thing burnt down. Luckily, the old man and the son were able to escape right before the house collapsed with everything in it. Now the old man, who had nothing at all, didn't even have a roof over his head and was forced to sleep under the stars in the cold. He was angry and sad and heartbroken at this sudden bad luck, and he kept screaming at God, "Are you happy now? I don't even have a place to sleep." The next morning, as they were trying to dig through the rubble to see if anything survived the fire, his son accidentally hit upon a chest full of treasure buried right underneath their little hut, in which they lived all their lives. Now the poor man, who had nothing in the world, was suddenly the richest man in the village. And the story goes on. So what is the morale of this little story? The morale is that we do not see the interconnection between past and future. We do not see how all things are interrelated. We do not understand what good luck is and what bad luck is. We do not know what the future holds. Here is one of the most powerful exercises you can follow for rapid spiritual growth. Be open to all possibilities at every moment. It is simple, but one of the most difficult ones to even understand, let alone truly follow. Be open to all possibilities. What does that mean? I'll say it in many different ways because the brain may never be able to fully comprehend what this means. I'll say it in many different ways because through these different words, it is my hope that your heart will be able to feel the message I'm trying to precipitate into you. As it is with most universal secrets, these are not philosophies that the mind can understand. It is an experience you will need to evolve into. but let us try. Be open to all possibilities at every moment. It means seeing God in everything and everyone. It means seeing the perfection in every moment regardless of the content. It is seeing the perfection when you have won a lottery and become a millionaire, or had an accident and ended up in the hospital. It is seeing the perfection at the birth of a child or death of a loved one. It is seeing perfection in the eternal skies or in a bloody war. It is seeing perfection without judging anything at all. It is recognizing that every moment you are looking at God. It is recognizing that whether you are looking at a rock, a star, a thief, a prostitute, a saint, or a murderer, every moment you're looking at God. It is remembering that God has many faces. It is remembering that God manifests in the 10,000 things. You can practice this in the most difficult times of your life by remembering that sometimes the boy needs to break his legs not to go to the war. Sometimes the house needs to burn down only to find the treasure buried underneath. And in the night, when you have to sleep under the stars, do not be afraid, do not lose hope. Know beyond a shadow of doubt that you are being guided towards something much greater, that each difficulty in life carries within it the seed of a greater opportunity, that in the end it is all good. If it's not, it's not the end.